Speaking to US Weekly's Royally US podcast, the royal expert suggested Harry and Meghan could continue to share more insights and throw more grenades at the royal family in the years to come. Mr. Sacerdoti suggested Harry's upcoming memoir, which is due to be released in 2022, could be where more attacks could take place. The royal expert claimed attacks on the royal family have played a part in how the Sussex brand has developed into being more and more controversial. But he also added this secures them as international stars. Asked if the world should expect more revelations and attacks from the Sussexes in the years to come, Mr. Sacerdoti replied, "I do think that Harry and Meghan could launch further attacks on the royal family at any time." He pointed to Harry's upcoming memoir as a potential place where the Duke of Sussex could divulge details that could be seen as attacks on the firm. Mr. Sacerdoti went on to expand on the issue by suggesting that the pair have really built their brands and their image in the USA after leaving their roles as senior working royals, but he suggested that a key element of this success is to do with what they say. The royal expert claimed, "I think part of the way they have managed to do that so quickly, to build such a strong and big brand, is by criticizing the royal family because of course that gives them headlines." He added, "The more controversial their news, the more controversial their opinions, the more controversial their stories they tell about their time in the royal family, the more headlines they will get and the more that secures them as international stars who have something to say." But he questioned that such an approach could be a problem as he claimed, "The world is growing a little bit bored of that." Mr. Sacerdoti said, "Hearing these two people who really are very privileged people. They live with enormous wealth in an enormous mansion, they seem to be surrounded by the trappings of celebrity, fame and wealth. And I think that hearing him constantly saying how hard life is for him is perhaps wearing a bit thin." Mr. Sacerdoti added, "Maybe some of those grenades they are going to launch in the future, more criticisms about the royal family, might be trying to bolster that image they are creating now." But he acknowledged that there is the likelihood that Harry and Meghan could quieten down on that side of things and reduce the number of grenades they hurl as criticism at the royal family. In a previous interview, Mr. Sacerdoti questioned how the pair's approach to public relations could also shine a light into how they see themselves separately from the royal family and how they deal with issues markedly differently. He said, "It was the Queen's own words in the statement when she said, 'Recollections may vary. These aren't never complain, never explain moments, these are explain minimally.'" Mr. Sacerdoti said there was undoubtedly a realization in the palace, within the communications and PR teams if not within the royal family itself, that Harry and Meghan were potentially causing enormous damage, not only to the reputation of the individual royals but to the reputation of the crown and the monarchy at large.